What is up, my planting people? My name is Lithius and welcome back to Roots Ready. In today's video, I am going to be doing a much needed repot of some plants that I have had propagating for way too long. So much of these plants were gifted to me by family or friends, and I got them cleaned up and just stuck them in a pot, maybe in some sphagnum moss and in a baggie just like this, and I just forgot about them. Guys, I think some of them have been in this for maybe 6 months or more, so it's been a long time. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know what it's going to smell like, but we're here for the journey and we're going to see what happens. I've also got some newer plants that I am going to be potting up as well. Most of these plants are caladium tubers, and we are approaching spring, and I do want to get them potted up so that they can start to grow. I can see that we have some growth. For example, in this baggie over here, we've got some growth that's going on, and in this one as well. So those should be relatively easy to pot up. I'm not sure what variety we have here. But I'm going to just put them all into maybe 1 or 2 pots and see where we go from there. My substrate of choice is going to be a coca-cola mix. Over here I've got some pon and some leca just for some aeration. In this is going to be for the caladiums. I've got some other plants in here, as I said, some newer plants like some philodendrons. Again, I'm not sure what variety they are, what species they are. And this plant over here, which is very cute, but I'm not sure what this is. But look at that, guys, so cute. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. So we'll start off with this baggie over here. Let's get that open. So I've seen 2 bulbs that have sprouted, so we'll dig those out. From the side of the pot, I can't see any roots, so they must be in the middle there. And I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure I planted more than 2 plants into this pot, but we'll see what we're working with. I'm not going to keep the sphagnum moss just because this variety is just trash, basically. I just don't think it's any good. It holds weight. It's like it holds water, but it also doesn't at the same time. It's not as absorbent as others, which is a bit of a shame. Oh, here we go. Here's another bulb with no growth on it. Still firm, so that can be potted up. And look at this. It's the smallest bulb. Ah, no, the leaf is broken. Oh well. There we go. We've got a small bulb over here. Still, maybe not as firm. There's a lot of rot going on over here. Yeah, a lot of rot. But we'll try to pot that up. We'll search through. Here's the other bulb. That's looking healthy. That's more like it, with some roots as well. Can you see that? There you go. We'll do a little search through. Here we go. I'm not sure if this is a caladium or an alocasia bulb, but it's firm. It's looking good, so we'll keep that. That's it. Then I'll work on this baggie over here. There's lots of water in here, so who knows, there might be some rot going on in here. But again, as you can see, there is a leaf that has emerged. There's been a few leaves that have come and gone in this particular bag, but we'll see exactly what we're working with, guys. Yeah, don't do this if you've got plants. Don't wait until this stage to start potting them up. This is really bad. This is really bad. I'm just gonna dump it straight into the bag. Okay, nothing else in here. Oh no, there's another bulb here. So here we go. That's another bulb. No roots that I can see. And this one over here, where the leaf actually emerged from, it's quite interesting. It's got 2 sort of potential growth points. Oh, we've got a little bit of rot going on. Make sure I give you guys a better view of that. We've got a little bit of rot just here. So I can just sort of, I think I can just peel that off with my fingers for now. Maybe it's not rot, I don't know, because it looks quite healthy underneath. Can you see that? But yeah, we'll get that potted up as well. Got another one here. Let's see what we've got. Again, I can see a bulb here. Oh, there's something here that is completely hollow. So that's a bulb. Oh, yeah, that is. It's not looking too great. It's not looking too great, but it did have a few roots. The rest of it is quite firm. It was just that bottom half that was quite gone. So we'll get that potted up, some fresh soil. And this must be the alocasia actually. There's no way that this can be a caladium. I think this was like what they call a monkey mask, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna get that potted up into its own pot maybe and see what comes of that. So that's still quite a healthy chunk. Finally, for the main event, we've got this bag over here which had a whole variety of cuttings. I think some Monstera, maybe a Philodendron cutting or two in there. Let's see what we're working with. So there was a big stem, I remember. Oh, here we go. Here's that stem. Look at that. Have a look at that. So there's some dead leaves, but it is quite well rooted, I must say, which is good news. Yeah, have a look at that, guys. Got the color on that. Nice white leaf. Interesting shape. Almost looks like a Syngonium. So it might, no, I think this is a Syngonium. Yeah, sorry. I think it is. Let's have a look at this leaf, see if we got any bugs on here. Yeah, I think this is a Syngonium cutting. So we'll just clean that off. Okay. Should be fine. Put that over here. Here's another Syngonium, I believe. Again, guys, I'm not sure. We'll see what it becomes when it gets a little bit bigger. We've got another similar looking vine over here with another leaf on there, looking good. Some other growth points. If you guys are watching this video and you can tell me, no, Lithius, this is this plant, then do let me know. Because as I said, these were all gifts, so I'm not too sure what they are. This one over here in particular has a really healthy root going on up here as well. Again, that could be another Syngonium. And we're just gonna, I don't think there's too much left in the bag, but I'll just sort of feel through it with my hands. Oh, what is that? Oh, that was, oh, look at that. It just popped. We don't know what was in that, but it is no more. I also found whatever the hell this is in one of the bags. And yeah, we definitely gonna chuck that out. I'm gonna disinfect my hands with some hand sanitizer before we move on. So out of my new box of charms over here, I've got some other caladiums, and I'm going to try to pot as many of these up together as possible, just to increase my chances, and yeah, have a little variety pot. So I'm going to take out all the ones I think that are caladiums, and the rest are all philodendrons. These are the only ones. We're going to try to get them all potted all together. And I put these to the side just for now, just so you guys can see more clearly what we are working with. So this, as I said, I don't believe this is a caladium. I think this is an alocasia bulb. So I'll put that to the side and I'll pot that up separately. But the rest of these, because there's quite a few, so I counted 18 to be exact. I'm going to try to get as many of them potted up into this glass pot. This was once a candle, and then maybe another pot for a couple more. So we'll see. So I'm going to start. I've already sorted out my soil. As I said, it's a Coca-Cola and Pon and Pearl and Leca mix. And it's really airy, really well draining as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and just put a little bit as a base. Caladiums, they like it to be a little bit submerged, but maybe just about an inch or two, depending on the size of the tuber. Some of these are very, very small. They like to stay moist. Ideally, you don't want your soil to dry out too much. So I'm just going to start to just get these potted up. And we'll see how we get on, guys. Of course, as always, I'll come back to you guys with an update to let you know how I get on, if there's been any success at all. Yeah, some of these have like the tiniest root systems on them. With caladiums, you want to make sure that the growing tip is pointed up. You can tell because usually there's a flat bottom and then just a little tip on the top. If you can't be sure, you want to just plant it on its side like so. The plant will find its way up to the top, and then if you want to, you can then go back in and readjust. But on its side gives you the best options. So there we go. Maybe one more over here. Put another one in the middle. Now we'll leave that one out actually. Put this one in the middle. There we go. And then I'm just going to go ahead and cover it up. This is pot number 1. You couldn't tell what was growing in here. I'm going to go ahead and give this a little light watering as well. So I've washed this pot and we're going to reuse it. So again, just get a nice layer of soil in here. Now these ones are much smaller, so I'm not going to fill it up to the top. Just enough to get a good, a good growth going on over here. I'll put this one in last actually. That can go here. This one over here. A tiny little one. These 3 I'm going to put in at the top. Potting up plants is messy business. You either love it or you hate it. And you know what? Sometimes I'm a bit of both, I must admit. Alright, and now that we've got some space, I've got a little chopstick here. Just make a little hole. Just in the middle. For this one. Nestle the root in. Like so. Cover that up. Lovely. Just like so. And then this little one, just tuck in on the side. And then this little one as well. I don't know what's going to happen with this one, but cover it up. Take a little bit more soil. Little tap down. And we're going to come back again with some water to give it a little bit of life. So that's it for this one. And as it grows, we can then remove some of these plants and pot them up individually if that's what you want to do, but for now I'm just going to keep it like this. This little plant over here, I'm not sure, as I said, I'm not sure what this is, so I'm just going to pot it up in some soil, just like so, as you would normally. Look at that. Lovely. I really like the polka dots on this plant. It's really, really cute. This is one of my newer ones that I recently got my hands on. So just get that potted up like so. Lovely. I'm trying to work out with this allocation. I've got all of my other allocations in pon. So I'm trying to work out if I should do the same for this. Again, it's got a root, a lovely root over here. Or if I should have it in soil. You know what? I'm gonna go with my gut and go for soil. With this allocation bulb, I am going to pot it up in one of these cups over here. So we're just going to get a nice layer in first, and then we're just going to cover it up like so. Okay, just like so. That's nice and airy. I haven't compacted the soil too much, and I've got some drainage holes that are cut at the bottom of this cup like so. So when I water it, that water can come through. Okay, so last but not least are these Syngoniums over here. I think I'm going to try to get these, I don't know what I'm going to do with these actually, but I'm going to try to get these all potted up into maybe just one pot, like so. Right, so for these Syngoniums, which I believe these are, I'm not too sure. They're definitely too long of a cut-in for any one of these pots. So I'm going to have to propagate them again and see what we get out of them. But that shouldn't be too bad. Syngoniums are notorious for being easy propagators. So I'll just go ahead and chop those up. Some of them have quite a good root system on it already, so I should be okay. I'm running out of soil mix, so I'm going to make this one a bit more pond heavy. So you go adding a lot more pond to this one, so it's going to be a really super airy mix. But that should be okay. And I'm going to sterilize my utensils like so before propagating, and I'm going to do it quite close to the stem like so. Like so. That's 2 cuttings there. We've got a good root system on this one. So like so. Again on this one. Like so. And this one could just be potted up as 1 cutting. Okay, this one, I need to think about how I'm going to do this. Above this one, because I can see there was a node waiting to activate just up here, so I just cut above that node. Over here we've got 2 nodes, so I'm going to give that, you've got 1 node over here, another node over there, and a lovely root system, so we're going to give that a little cut just here like so. Lovely. And then this one can just stay as 1 because it's got quite a number of leaves on it, so we'll just leave this as that. Okay, so as always, start off with a nice base. Just want to set our plants in. So that's that for our soil plants. So the final plants to pot up are these Philodendron. We have this one, which is quite a big chunk. I think it might be a Gigantium, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm very well might be. But yeah, we'll get this one potted up very soon. I've been spending the day just cleaning these up, making sure that there are no bugs on here, so they should be good to go. But again, as I said, I'm going to isolate these plants from my other collection. I'm going to put these up in pon because I know Philodendron, in my experience, I've been quite lucky actually, and they've done really well for me in pon. And these 3 are the same species. Not sure what they are, but eventually I will come back to you guys with an update to let you know how we get on with those. These I'm going to be potting up into pon, as I said, so we can just go ahead and do that. So I fill both of these up with pon. With this one, I'm just going to make a little hole just in the center and just sort of try to, what I like to do is squeeze the pot and push down at the same time. That really helps it to get in there. It loosens up the pond for a second and helps the plant to really get in there. So just like so. Let's get that down a bit further. That's good to go. Then this one I'm going to be a bit more gentle, make a little bit of a space with my fingers, just because it's got a delicate root system and they're a bit more juvenile as well. So take my time with those ones. And there we have it. In total, we've potted up, I think, well over 30 plants. All of them are separated according to their species. Hopefully, we'll see when they sprout. Right now, I'm going to get them all watered, and I'm going to get them up against a windowsill where they can get some of that bright morning light. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have some new growth in the coming weeks. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, keep planting.